listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is.
Perfect.
AEW. Good show tonight. Well, 2 nights ago. 2 nights ago.
Stupid.
Good show 2 nights ago. Man, oh man, we back, baby. Listen, I know you guys probably wondering where the hell you been, brother. I've been right here in the goddamn bed because I was sick as a damn dog. But it's alright, we back. We back, baby. And ain't nothing gonna stop us now. So, without further ado, let's get into this real quick. Let's get into this. Follow me, RJD. Follow me, What the Wrestling, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Also, IG. I'm going to start posting more up on there. Also, follow me for all you gamers out there. RJD TV 2 on Twitch. RJD TV on Instagram and YouTube. Now, most importantly, let's get this party started. Let's go. Yes. Tis I, RJT here. What's up, everybody? I'm back. I'm back and better than ever. And I am not sick anymore. What the hell is that on my goddamn chin? I don't know what the hell that is. Got like lint or some shit on my chin? Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm back, everybody. Like lint or a pimple or something. I don't know. It's like bothering me. What is this? Whatever. Doesn't matter. We back, baby. We back. Now listen, I know normally I do the AEW review. I do it on Thursday, but I have been literally under the weather the last couple of days, so I've been struggling. I couldn't eat. I can't eat, baby. I can't sleep, baby. Somebody's sleeping in my... Oh, I'm sorry. Took me back to the 90s. My bad. But anyway, yeah, I was sick. So there was no show yesterday. Instead, we're going to do the show today. And we're going to talk about AEW. But first things first, hit the goddamn like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. What's the Wrestling? Coming to you from New York City. And listen, let's pull this up real quick. We're good. We're back. We're good. We're all right. We're healthy. We meaning me. So it's all good. Now, there's something in my eye. There's something on my chin. Jesus Christ, I'm all messed up. AEW was a good show. Solid show. AEW as always. And they're coming off of Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing was good. The main event and the co-main event saved that show because it was kind of mid until the end. Not to say everybody didn't work hard. Everybody worked hard. Everybody looked good. But it was kind of mid. It was kind of in the middle of the road there. But I'm glad everybody came out. I'm glad the Four Pillars killed it. Anarchy in the arena was literally outrageous. And this show is building off upon that. So first things first, we had the BCC. Blackpool Combat Club versus the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, the Lucha Bros. and Bandito. First of all, Don DeMarco for Bandito. Bandito is really good. Now listen, we know the Lucha Bros are fantastic. We know the BCC is fantastic. We know this. But Bandito had this brother in a suplex position for 60 goddamn, I don't know if it was 60 seconds. I don't know if it was 60 count, whatever. But the crowd was counting 1, 2, and Bandito's like, come on, come on. And he's got him, and Wheeler Yuta is upside down, and he's got him in suplex position. Listen, I've suplexed somebody before that's very, very light. I've suplexed my nephew before, and I don't know if I could have held him for 60 seconds. I'm joking, but in all seriousness, stupid is Bandito is he's got such a way about him where he's so charismatic without saying a word. It reminds me of Shinsuke. There's very like the Lucha Bros, very charismatic in the ring. Bandito, very charismatic. It's like they don't have to say a word. Their mannerisms, they just get the crowd hype. And I don't know how these guys can ever be heels. Like Bandito is fantastic. Unfortunately, Bryan Danielson was on commentary, and unfortunately, they lost. But the BCC gets the win, and Wheeler Yuta gets the pin again, coming off of the pin of Kenny Omega. They gave Wheeler Yuta the Kenny Omega pin, and then he got the win here. Yuta rocked Bandito with a lot of elbows, and then he put him in the seatbelt pin, where he like puts the leg around and pins him, and they got the win. Good win for the BCC coming off of the win at the pay-per-view. The Lucha Bros are fantastic. These guys, I can watch these guys wrestle every day. The Lucha Bros are just, they're so damn good. And Bandito's good. They'll be okay. They took the loss. BCC got the win. And they have momentum moving on up. Alex Marvez backstage trying to get a word in with the Elite. But unfortunately, they were back there licking their wounds. Hangman was back there and he says, listen, Kenny is out of the country. He's not in Canada. So he didn't go home, but he's out of the country. What does that mean? I'll tell you what that means. That means he went to Japan. And you know, if he went to Japan, there's only a couple of people he could be getting. Ibushi, Okada, I don't know. But make no mistake, Kenny Omega, and you know, via storyline, whatever you want to say, Kenny Omega, Blood and Guts. When he Forbidden Door is coming up too. And I forgot all about that.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I forgot all about Forbidden Door. Forbidden Door is coming up, so now they're going to be building up to Forbidden Door. They're going to start adding New Japan talent in there. And I can't, matter of fact, let me tell you something. Will Ospreay had an interview with Chris Van Vliet. And in that interview, he said if there was a true Forbidden Door, he would love to wrestle Seth Rollins. First of all, I think that match would be absolutely phenomenal. Give those guys 20 to 25 minutes to tell a story. Shit. But I do wish sometimes that WWE played well with others. You know, WWE is like Apple. Apple doesn't play well with others, and neither does WWE. And it sucks because the dream matches that we could get, if all of these promotions worked with each other, even if it was once a year, if you just had a big promotion, everybody worked with everybody, the dream matches that we could get, the elevation that would happen to everyone, it would just be second to none. But WWE ain't having that. It ain't gonna happen. Never, not never, nope.
Nope.
Unfortunately, so it is what it is. But just a thought. Now, we're setting up for Blood and Guts, setting up for Forbidden Door. So Forbidden Door, I do expect to see Okada and or Ibushi. I do expect to see one of those guys in Forbidden Door. We'll see what happens. I look forward to it. The Dark Order came out of nowhere and said, hey, Hangman, remember us? The guys that you just totally forgot about? Yeah, remember us? You hang out with your friends there that were your enemies, but we rocked with you, but now you're rocking with them again. No, it's all good. Have fun with your friends. Have fun with your friends. And you know what? They got a point. They got a point. Hangman's been treating them like garbage. But we'll see what happens with that. Then we had Bullet Club Gold. The Juice and Jay White. They came out there and they basically talked junk about Ricky. They talked junk about Ricky. Saying he didn't he's not the they talked junk about Ricky. Talked junk about the international champion. And Juice said, and that brings us to FTR. We want to know why FTR came to the aid of Ricky Starks. And we all know Ricky ain't got no friends. And he said, listen, why'd you guys help them? FTR comes out and he says, oh, I know why you guys are here. You're here to say you're sorry. FTR takes the mic and in one fell swoop,
Surprise, motherfucker.
the Juice knocks Dax Harwood to the floor with a roll of quarters in his hand. So it was a cheap shot. And then they hit Cash with the Blade Runner. And they stood tall. Ricky came out and talked junk and basically said, me and you, Jay, we're going to end this next week on Dynamite. You punk ass biatch. Shout out to Ricky, man. We like Ricky. Moving on. We had Tony Khan. He made an announcement about the debut of AEW Collision in Chicago. And he said, I'm here to give you a little bit more information about that. I'm here to announce AEW Collision will feature dun, 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 CM Punk. And they went to the crowd and you heard a lot of this. But then you heard a lot of this. But then you heard a lot of this. You heard more of this. That, my friends, is called a mixed reaction. Now listen, they had a lot of cheers. The crowd, AEW, they tried to focus on people with CM Punk shirts. They tried to focus on it. They knew it would be CM Punk is such a polarizing dude. Like, he's so polarizing. It's like you love him or you hate him. There's no in between. Now listen, you had a lot of people that were like CM Punk. But then you had a lot of people that were like, boo. So listen, we're not gonna sit here and say CM Punk is not a polarizing brother. But to my knowledge, now this was as of yesterday, they only moved 500 more tickets. So we know CM Punk is a draw. We're not gonna say he's not. But if they have any hope of getting 10 to 12 to whatever thousand people in there, maybe 12,000, if they have any hope of selling more tickets, they're going to have to announce a match. Maybe they'll have to announce Samoa Joe versus CM Punk. I don't know. But only moving 500 more tickets and you're trying to sell that bad boy out. When he came back the first time, everybody knew he was coming back. They didn't announce it. But we haven't seen him in like 7, 8, 9 years. Now, after all the shit that happened in Brawl Out, Punk coming back, the people who don't like Punk, they just ain't gonna go. So it's different when you have him coming back and everybody missed him because we ain't seen him in forever. But then when that stuff happens and everybody pretty much blames him, even though it may or may not be his fault, who knows? But everybody blames him. It's like the people who would normally just go to boo him, they're just gonna sit at home and not gonna go. Now it's in Chicago, but if they announce a big match, people will show up. They'll get more tickets. But 500 more tickets sold after that announcement, that ain't it. That ain't it.
Nope.
They're gonna have to do more. So we'll see. But Punk will be there. Hopefully they announce him and Samoa Joe. It'll be nice. He wants to work with Joe. He's comfortable working with Joe. I think they'll have a kick-ass match. And you know what? I would have Joe beat him. Yes, I would. His first match back, I would have Joe beat him. He's rusty. He's a little older. Joe's been wrestling more consistently. I would have Joe beat him. A hard-fought match, but I would have Joe beat his ass. I would. Send the crowd home mad. I swear that's what I would do. Next, we had a three-way match. Swerve versus Big Bill versus Trent Beretta. This was a very good match. Swerve gets the win, ever the opportunist. Big Bill. Hold on, let's talk about Big Bill for a minute. Big Bill is looking like a monster. I know I said this during my AEW review, but Big Bill looks like a beast. And I mean that in the best possible way. He looks like a goddamn savage. He's a big brother, 6'9", 6'10", and you can't teach that. But I am happy for this brother going through what he went through, damn near almost dying, getting his life together, coming back strong, in the best shape of his life, and he's on national TV looking like a freaking monster out there. I just want to hit the Don DeMarco for him, because a lot of times people that go through the things that he went through, they don't recover. They just don't. And he has recovered. And I think that's fantastic. I think that is phenomenal. So shout out to Big Bill. Keep doing your thing, player. Keep doing your thing. Next out, we have Renee Paquette on the ramp. Talk about the Acclaim. Daddy Ass was mad that he costed Bowens and Caster the win. But at the end of the day, Bowens said Daddy Ass deserves gold one more time. And we love Daddy Ass for everything he's done for us. And everyone loves the Acclaimed. And then they got the hell out of there. And then we had Tony Schiavone introducing that expletive piece of S-word, Don Callis with Konosuke Takeshita. And let me just tell you, the amount of boos. Let me tell you something. If you're a bad guy in wrestling, you pray for the day where people boo you like they booed Don Callis 2 days ago. In terms of booing him like that, in terms of him, Dominic Mysterio, those two right now are like the most hated. Like, just boo, F you. Like, you pray for the day where you get booed like that if you're a heel, if you're a bad guy. They booed the holy hell out of this man. They booed him until next year. He couldn't even get a word in. They were like, boo. Then they were like, get the fuck out of here. They were like, they booed the hell out of him. Shout out to Don Callis, man. He said basically he's the real victim here. He's done everything for Kenny. IWGP title because of him. AEW World title because of him. He's like, you chose your friends. Every morning I wake up and look at the scar on my head, and I blame you, Kenny. You've destroyed my family, but maybe I lost a nephew, but I gained a son. Kanetsuko started talking in Japanese. Some shit. He started talking in Japanese, and that was all she wrote. Then they got the hell out of there. He said, you destroyed my family, so I'm going to build a new family, and I'm going to cut the elite out of all elite wrestling. So I can't wait for Blood and Guts. It's going to be great. Then you had a video package with the TNT World Champion Wardlow. Actually, no, he's backstage with Arn Anderson. And Luchasaurus is probably going to get the next title shot. Shout out to him. Then we had the AEW International Champion Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin versus the Mogul Embassy Gates of Agony, Pawn and Toa Leona. The Gates of Agony are very good. Those guys are big brutes, man. They just beat the holy hell out of your ass. Darby wins with the coffin drop. Prince Nana, Brian Cage, and Swerve were on the entrance ramp, and then they started to come down. But then Sting's music hit. Sting came down with the baseball bat, and those guys basically got the hell out of there. They basically said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." They got the hell out of there, and that was great. Then you had the FTW champion Hook came out, and Shivani asked, "What's next for Hook?" And you had Jose walking down with Dralistico and Preston Vance. They came down, but Jungle Boy's music hit, and he came down, and then they beat those two up. Hook had the what's that thing called? The exploder. He hit the exploder. And what do you want? What do you want? Look at this cat. He always comes. He wants to say hi. Okay, you said hi. Now goodbye. Okay. Jose got hit with the flying suplex, and then Hook and Jack Perry fist bumped as a sign of mutual respect. Shout out to him. Then we have Renee Paquette backstage with the AEW Women's World Champion Toni Storm. Toni Storm said, "Listen, I'm happy. I got my title. I got my best friends. I'm great. No one is good enough to carry my bags. I'm defending the championship at House Rules this weekend." So shout out to her. Then we had the TBS Championship Open Challenge. Chris Statlander versus Nyla Rose. Marina Shafir came out there, but then she went back out. Tanya Valkyrie was looking on from backstage, so that should be a good match. And stop the show. I want to shout out Tanya Valkyrie because she's really good. And she had a really good match with Jade. So, excuse me. I know everybody's talking junk about Jade this and Jade that. Jade had a really good match with Tanya Valkyrie. She really did. And Tanya Valkyrie is dope. I can't wait to see her fight Chris Statlander. That should be good. Statlander won with the 450 splash. My thing is, the 450 splash, and this girl blew out both knees. I hope she stays careful with those 450s. Just be careful with those 450s. But shout out to them. She retains her title and beats Nyla Rose. Then we had the Ocho, Chris Jericho and Saraya versus the Doctor. Britt Baker, DMD versus Adam Cole. Baby. This was a very good match. This is probably the match that we should have gotten at Double or Nothing, but we didn't. This would have been a better match with a better crowd. But the end came where Britt and Saraya exchanged a flurry of elbow strikes. Saraya spiked Britt with a DDT. Jericho grabbed his baseball bat, but he ate a super kick from Adam Cole. He dropped to a knee. He ate another super kick from Cole and Britt Baker. And then he got hit with the boom. And then that was all she wrote. And that was a hell of a mixed tag said by Taz. So, at the end of the day, that's what it was. We had a very good Dynamite show. A very, very good show. And we're not going to sit here and cap. This was a solid show coming off of a good pay-per-view. And I'm looking forward to next week. I'm looking forward to Forbidden Door coming up in about a month. A month or two. I'm looking forward to this, man. We're going in the right direction. WWE, Vince is back. It's hit or miss. AEW, they're doing pretty good. This Dynamite was one of the better ones. So we can't go wrong here. Everything's all good. So with that being said, that's all I got for you guys today. RJD here. I am out. Everybody be safe. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more shorts. I'm back. I was under the weather, but now I'm back. See y'all later. Peace.